Hello and welcome to 1969 Baseball. Today the Cubs are going to wrap up this 7-game road trip with the final game of 3 in Philadelphia. The Phillies and Cubs split the first 2 games, and now this will be the rubber match as the Cubs go into a travel day tomorrow and then kick off a long homestand. We are going to see that for today's game, the Cubs are going to be throwing out to the mound lefty William Olson. He is making appearance number 5. He is 0-1 with a 1.64 ERA and a 1.18 whip. And actually, we're going to make one alteration to the lineup as Felsky will be doing the catching today instead of Randy Hundley, who will have the day off. So, Olson taking the mound for the Cubs with a lineup of Gar, Beckert, Williams, Santo, Blomberg, Banks, Kessinger, and Felsky doing the catching. The Phillies will be sending Woody Fryman to the mound. He is making start number 5. He is 3-1 with a 2.35 ERA and a 1.24 whip. The Phillies lineup will be Taylor, Emery, Allen, Heil, McGraw, Briggs, Money, Rojas, and the pitcher Fryman batting 9th. It is 54 degrees, a brisk day in Philadelphia, wind blowing left to right at 11 mph. And as the teams take the field here today, we see now that we actually need to change our view slightly because we need to be behind the mound. We need to be behind home plate. Batter's box camera. There's the one. Yep. All right. So we have now our batter Gar up to plate, leading off for the Cubs against the Phillies left-hander Fryman. The Cubs are coming into today's game at 10-13, 4th place in the East, while the Phillies enter the game at 13-9, 2nd place in the East. The Phillies have taken 4 out of 5 from the Cubs so far this season. Fryman facing off with Gar. And here is the pitch. And the ball 4 is the walk. So that's a leadoff walk for Gar as he walks down to first. And I see now that we're going to change because our pitch is going to be the batter's box camera. And the action is going to be the batter's box camera. As you can see, we're here in the newly renovated Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia. Now, Beckert is up to bat. With Gar over at first, we are going to go pitch by pitch here and look for an opportunity to steal second. Fryman, if we look at it, we see that he throws a fastball slider changeup combination, tops out at 91 mile an hour. So we are going to go ahead and swing away with Beckert on the first pitch. And that is a slider for strike 1. So now, with 1 strike across, we're going to hold and see. And there's the fastball for strike 2. Now this is going to be our opportunity to try to steal. Here's the pitch. The runner goes, and Gar holds at first, and strike 3 looking for Beckert. So now Billy Williams is the batter. Runner on first and 1 out. And we're going to take off on the first pitch this time. Check swing. That is going to be strike 1 at the knees. Gar aborted his steal attempt. And now Williams will be asked to swing away. And he's going to swing and miss. Oh, that's a foul. I'm sorry. Fouled it off into the visitor's dugout. So now Williams facing Fryman with an 0-2 count, swinging away. There's the pickoff throw over to first, but Gar dives back safely. And now Williams facing Fryman with a 2-strike, another pickoff throw. Gar chased back once again. So Fryman now facing Williams with an 0-2 count and the pitch. And a pop-up to left. That looks like it's going to stay in the park. And it is caught for out number 2. So now Ron Santo is the batter with 2 outs and a runner on first. Taking off on the first pitch here is Gar. And he aborts the steal attempt once again. So Santo takes the pitch. And that is low for ball 1. That was a fastball. We're going to try again right here. And that Gar apparently does not want to steal the base. He takes a long lead, but he doesn't do anything. So a 1-1 count. That was the changeup. We're going to do a run and hit because I think he's going to get a fastball here. Let's see what happens. And a swing and a miss. The runner is safe at second on the steal attempt. So he gets his 9th stolen bases of the season. And now Santo batting with the runner in scoring position and a 1-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that gets away. That skips all the way to the backstop. The runner advances down to third. And that is going to put the go-ahead run 90 feet away as Santo is facing Fryman here in the top of the first inning. Full count. Inside for ball 4. Santo draws the walk. He heads down to first. And that'll bring up Blomberg with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Fryman facing Blomberg. And Blomberg fouls it off. Oh, no, it gets away. And the speedy Gar is going to steal home on the wild pitch. And the Cubs now have a 1-0 lead. Santo advancing down to second on the wild pitch. And Blomberg is still the batter. With an 0-2 count. Blomberg lines that one past the first baseman into right field. That is going to be an RBI double, as Santo scores. Blomberg gets to second, and suddenly the Cubs have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom or the top of the first inning. Banks now facing Fryman with a 1-strike count. Ernie Banks waiting for the pitch, and he grounds that one over to first. That's going to be picked up and tossed over to the pitcher covering to end the inning. So the Cubs score twice. We go to the bottom of the first of a 2-0 ball game. Olsen, coming to the mound for the Cubs, going to face off with Taylor here in the bottom of the first inning. Cubs up by 2. Taylor leading off for the Phillies. Olsen working 0-1 with a 1.64 ERA this year, delivering the first pitch. And there's a pop-up to center. Going back is the center fielder, Gar, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Emery now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-ball count. And the pitch to Cal Emery. And that's a grounder towards second. Beckert has it. He throws over to first, and that is out number 2. And now Allen the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Dick Allen. And there's a drive to right. That looks like it's going to be trouble. It leaves the park. So the Phillies get one back as Blomberg watches that one sail into the abyss. 416 feet out to right field, and the score is now 2-1 in favor of the Cubs. Dick Allen hitting his 5th home run of the season, bringing up Larry Heil now with 2 outs and nobody on. And here is the first pitch to Heil. Olsen with the pitch. And a pop-up to right. This one will be playable. As Blomberg heads to his left, he makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So, the Cubs allow 1 on the Dick Allen home run. We go to the top of the second of a 2-1 ball game. And now Fryman will face Kessinger here in the top of the second inning. 2-ball count. Kessinger waiting for the pitch. And a pop-up to right. Coming in as the right fielder toward the line. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Felsky now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch to Felsky. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Felsky strikes out swinging, and that'll bring up the pitcher Olsen with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 count to Olsen. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That one was low and away, and he chased it. So we're going now to the bottom of the second inning as a 2-1 Cub lead. Olsen facing McGraw to lead off the bottom of the second inning for the Phillies. There's a 3-1 count. And the pitch. That was low. It was ball 4. So the leadoff batter is aboard for the Phillies. McGraw down on first. He is not particularly fast. Not exactly a threat to steal. Briggs now the batter. Facing Olson with runner on first and nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch from William Olson. And that is strike 3 called right on the outside corner. A very nice pitch there. Placing the fastball on the outer corner of the plate. And now that brings up Don Money. With 1 out, 1 man on, here's an 0-2 pitch to Money. And strike 3 is called again. The fastball gets him at the knees. And so William Olson has 2 straight strikeouts. That's going to bring up Rojas with 2 outs. The runner's still on first. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Liner into center field. That's going to be a base hit. The center fielder plays it on a hop. Gar throws it to third. The runner keeps advancing. The throw is late, however, as McGraw goes first to third on that single. So the Phillies now threatening with runners on the corners and 2 outs, and the pitcher Fryman coming up here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch to the pitcher Fryman, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Fryman is retired to end the inning. Olson getting 3 strikeouts, but allowing 2 base runners. We're going to the top of the third. It's a 2-1 ball game. Gar facing Fryman here in the top of the third inning. Gar waiting for the pitch. Grounder back toward the mound. Fryman has it. Throws over to first for out number 1. Even the speedy Gar could not beat out that ground ball. And now Beckert, the batter, with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Glenn Beckert. And here it comes. Grounder in front of the plate. The catcher pops up, throws down to first, and that is out number 2. Billy Williams now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Williams waiting for the 1-strike pitch. Here it comes. And that's lined into center field. Going to be playable for the center fielder Heil. He makes the catch to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We're going to the bottom of the third of a 2-1 ball game. Taylor facing Olson to lead off the bottom of the third inning. 2-1 count. Olson with the pitch. And a pop up to right. That's going to be deep. Chasing is Blomberg, and it is gone. Man, that one just kept carrying out to right, and Olson has been taken deep twice now. It is a 2-2 ball game. The Phillies have tied it up with a 372-foot home run. Now, Cal Emery's the batter. Nobody out, nobody on. Here's the full count pitch to Emery. And that is way outside for ball 4, so the walk is issued. Olson, with his second walk of the game, now going to face Dick Allen. He had a home run his last time up. Allen waiting for the 3-1 pitch. And that's outside for ball 4. So a home run and 2 walks, and Olson does not seem to be himself here in the bottom of the third. Heil now the batter. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Grounder toward third. Santo has it. Throws directly over to first, but the throw is late. And the runner beats it out. I don't know why Santo just didn't step on third to get the force. So Emery has an infield single. Or Heil, excuse me, has the infield single. Emery is on third. Allen is on second. McGraw now the batter. With nobody out and the bases loaded. Phillies threatening. 1 run already in. Here's a 1-1 count. And there's a drive to deep left center field. Going back toward the warning track. And Gar makes the catch on the warning track for the first out of the inning. The runner on third is going to tag up and score, and the Phillies have now taken a 3-2 lead. 1 out now. Runners on first and second for John Briggs here in the bottom of the third inning. Here is the first pitch to Briggs, and a pop up to right. Blomberg coming in. It looks like he's going to make that catch, and he puts it away for out number 2. So, Olson now facing Money. 2 outs, 2 men on. Here's a 1-ball pitch to Money. And a grounder to short. Kessinger has it. Flips to second, and that will end the inning. So, 2 runs score, and the Phillies now take a 3-2 lead in the top of the 4th inning. Santo facing Fryman here in the top of the 4th. 3-0 count. Santo is waiting for the pitch. And that is way inside. It is ball 4, so Ron Santo draws the walk to lead off the inning. Blomberg now batting. Nobody out. Runner on first. 2-1 is the count to Blomberg. And a liner right at the shortstop. That is going to be out number 1. Hit right on the money But Don Money makes the play to record the out. And now Ernie Banks is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count. Banks popping it up to right center. Chasing is the right fielder. He's going to call off the center fielder Heil and make the catch for out number 2. Kessinger now batting. 2 outs, 1 man on. Here's a full count pitch to Kessinger and a grounder to third. Picked up, thrown over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We are going to the bottom of the 4th of a 3-2 ball game. Rojas leading off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 4th. Olson working. Here is the first pitch to Rojas. And a pop up to right. Blomberg coming in. Looks like he has a line on it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Fryman now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to the pitcher Fryman. And a liner past the first baseman into right field. That's going to go all the way down into the corner for a base hit. So a 1-out single for the pitcher Fryman, and that's going to bring up the top of the Phillies order. Tony Taylor, 1 for 2 with a home run earlier in the game. Facing Olson with 1 out, runner on first. Here's a 2-2 count. Olson really needs a double play right here. Let's see if he can get it. And a liner into right field for another base hit. So the runner stops at second. The pitcher Fryman stops at second. So now the Phillies, with 1 out, have runners on first and second. And Olson is going to face Emery here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Full count. Olson delivering the pitch. That's a walk for ball 4. So the bases are loaded again. There is 1 out. The Cubs are going to face Dick Allen with 1 out. The bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th inning. And I guess it's time to warm up a reliever. I don't see how. Olson just doesn't have it today. I don't know what else to tell you. Jim Britton, I believe, is going to be the reliever of choice. Yes, we're going to warm up Jim Britton. So, we're going to go out and visit the mound. Say, hey, I'm feeling a little bit, but you're in good shape. And I'm saying, look, you kind of suck today. I don't know what to tell you. I'm warming up a reliever. I'm just trying to kill some time here. Dick Allen with a home run earlier in the game, facing Olson. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2-1 is the pitch. Here it comes. And a drive to center. Going back is Gar. He's going to run out of room. That is a grand slam home run in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Phillies now have a 7-2 lead over the Cubs. Dick Allen, second home run of the day, 482 feet out to straightaway center field. And his 6th of the season. And now Heil is the batter with 1 out and nobody on. 2-2 count. Olson with the pitch. And a pop-up on the infield. Santo chasing. He's going to call off Felsky and make the catch for out number 2. McGraw now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the 1-ball count and the pitch to McGraw. And a liner over the second baseman into right field. That is going to be another base hit. So the Phillies, with a 2-out single, bring up Briggs with a runner on first. Here's a 1-2 count to Briggs. And a drive to right. Coming in is Blomberg, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. The Phillies score 4 times on the Dick Allen grand slam. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 7-2 ball game. And now Britton is ready. He's going to come in the next half of the inning. Felsky's the first batter. Then we're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot. Here's a full count. Felsky waiting for the pitch. And a pop-up to right. Going back is the right fielder toward the warning track. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter up here. And it is going to be Pat Bork stepping up to the plate for the Cubs. The lefty Bork will face the lefty Fryman here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's a 1-1 count. Bork waiting for the pitch. And a grounder towards short. Picked and thrown over to first. That is out number 2. And now Gar is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 1-ball count. And the pitch to Gar. And a liner toward the second baseman on the ground. And he throws it away. The speedy Gar forces errant throw. And he is now on first. So Glenn Beckert's now the batter. See if we can get Gar over to second. We're going to try a straight steal on the first pitch. Well, there's a pickoff throw, and Gar heads back. So let's see if we swing away. No, they're going to do another pickoff throw. They know Gar is out there, and he's going to try to steal. Fryman, is he going to throw a pitch to Beckert? Yes, he does. That is outside for ball one. That was the fastball. Let's try to steal second again. This time he's going to go. There is no throw down to second, and Gar is going to have his 10th stolen base of the season. Fryman now facing Beckert with a runner on second and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and Beckert grounds it to short. The throw over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 5th of a 7-2 ball game. Oh, and look at that. We have to get Britton. He's not going to be. Oh, he is ready. Oh, good. All right. So Britton is going to come in and bat 9th. Britton coming out to the mound. He has thrown 8 innings, allowed 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, has a 2.25 ERA. He is going to face Don Money to lead off the Phillies for the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 3-1 count. Britton looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. And that is inside for ball 4. So Britton issues the leadoff walk, and that brings up Rojas. Nobody out. Runner on first. Here's the first pitch, and a grounder towards second. Beckert has it. Throws to short. The relay to first, and there's a 4-6-3 double play. Could have used that a couple innings ago. So the Cubs turn the double play, and now Fryman, the pitcher, is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is the pitch to Fryman, and a pop up to left. Billy Williams coming in. It looks like he's going to make that catch, and that'll be out number 3. So the Phillies are retired by facing the minimum. We're going to the top of the 6th of a 7-2 ball game. Cubs are going to come back. They're going to have to get something going here. Billy Williams leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the 6th inning against Fryman. And there's a pop-up to right. Heading toward the warning track. Going to have plenty of room. The right fielder makes the catch for out number 1. Santo now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Ron Santo. And a check swing, strike 3. So Fryman has 4 strikeouts in the game. Bringing up Blomberg. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Blomberg. And that is way inside. It is ball 4. That was underneath his elbows. Blomberg heading down to first to take his base. Does Blomberg have any real speed? He does. I mean, he could theoretically steal a base. Banks is the batter. 2 outs. We're going to go to 1-pitch mode here and see what happens. Oh, way inside. Fastball, but way inside at Banks. He's diving out of the way. And now let's see if we can get Blomberg to steal second. 1 ball count. Oh, Blomberg hesitates and he stops. Goes back to the base. So a 2-0 count now. We're going to try to steal second again. Fryman with the pitch outside. And that was Blomberg making his decision that he was going to stay once again. These runners seem to hesitate quite a bit. So now Banks waiting for the 3-1 pitch. And he's going to line that one past the first baseman into right field. That'll be a single. Rounding second, heading for third is Blomberg. He slides, and he is safe. So we have first and third with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And Don Kessinger is the next batter. Kessinger facing Fryman from the right side. With 2 outs, runners on the corners. Cubs down by 5. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch to Kessinger. And a liner in right field. That's going to drop in for another base hit. 1 run is in. Banks rounding second, heading for third. He is going to slide, and he will be safe. So a RBI single for Don Kessinger. And the top of the 6th inning. And that will bring up the catcher, Felsky. With 2 outs, runners on the corners. Felsky facing Fryman here in the top of the 6th. I feel like we should really... If Felsky manages to get on, we're going to want to bring in another reliever. So we may as well warm up Archie Reynolds to face the top of the Phillies lineup. Felsky facing Fryman with runners on the corners and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Felsky waiting for the 3-1 pitch. And a drive to right center field. Going back. That's going all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Felsky. 1 run is in. Rounding third and heading home. That's going to drive in 2 runs. As the Cubs have now made this a 7-5 ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. Felsky with a 2-run RBI double has cut into the Philadelphia lead once again. And now the pinch hitter will be sent up for the pitcher's spot. And the pinch hitter is going to be, is it going to be Burnett or is it going to be Blatt? I think Blatt's going to have to be the answer here. So Blatt is going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot here in the top of the 6th inning. Cubs with a runner on second, 2 outs, down by 2. Here's a full count pitch to Rick Blatt. And that's way inside. That is ball 4. So Blatt showing the good eye, taking the walk. And now Gar is the batter. With 2 outs, 2 men on, Cubs down by 2. Fryman laboring out on the mound to get through this 6th inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Gar swings and misses at the changeup. The Cubs score 3 times, however. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 7-5 ball game. Archie Reynolds will be brought in to pitch for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I was thinking about whether or not I was going to leave Blatt in as a defensive replacement, but I don't think so. I think we just need to keep our best lineup on the field right now. So Taylor facing Reynolds, top of the Phillies lineup in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reynolds working with 1 ball count. Reynolds 1-1 with 5.14 ERA this season. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards short. Kessinger has it and he loses it. And that's going to be an infield single for Taylor as he makes it down to first. And now Cal Emery's the batter. Nobody out, 1 man on. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Cal Emery. And here it comes. And a pop-up to center. Gar coming in. He makes the catch for out number 1. The runner has no chance to tag up and advance. And now Dick Allen's the batter. He has 2 home runs already in this game and 5 RBIs. Reynolds facing Allen with 1 out, 1 man on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the first pitch to Allen. And that is... oh, rain is starting to fall. Oh, are we going to get rained out? What's going on here? What's the weather look like? It's 54 degrees and it's raining. So let's hope that this game doesn't get called early. We are an official game already, with the being in the bottom of the 6th inning and the Phillies having the lead. All right, Reynolds facing Allen here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and that's inside for ball 4. So he didn't want to take any chances with Allen. He gave him kind of an intentional walk. And now Reynolds facing Heil with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 men on. Here is the pitch. And that one gets away. Oh, Reynolds throws the wild pitch. The runners advance to second and third. And now Heil, the batter. Do we want... no, we don't want to face McGraw. No. We got to try to get out of this inning somehow. So with 1 out and the 1 ball count, runners on second and third, Reynolds needs a strikeout right here. Here's the 2-2 count. Heil waiting for the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Heil strikes out on a big curveball. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And now McGraw is the batter. And we are absolutely going to intentionally walk McGraw and face Briggs instead. So here's the intentional walk. McGraw heads down to first, setting up the force at any base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now Briggs is the batter. Reynolds facing Briggs with 2 outs, bases loaded. Phillies up by 2. Here's a 2-2 count. And the pitch to Briggs. And a drive to left. Williams coming in. He plays it on the hop. Billy Williams throws the ball home. Another run's going to score. And so the batter, Briggs, makes me pay for the intentional walk. 2 runs are in. The Phillies now have a 9-5 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Money now the batter. Runners are still on first and second with 2 outs. And here is the first pitch to Don Money. And there's a drive into right. Blomberg has that one go over his head and all the way to the wall. The runners are going to circle the bases. Money has a double. 2 runs are going to score as the second runner slides in safely. And now the Phillies have an 11-5 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. So Money with the 2-out, 2-run RBI double And now Rojas, the batter. With a 1-ball count, Rojas waiting for the pitch. There's a grounder to second. Beckert has it, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs give them all back here in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. It is an 11-5 game. Glenn Beckert facing Fryman here in the top of the 7th inning. And, gosh, do I really want to warm up another reliever? How many pitches did Reynolds throw last inning? He threw 24 pitches just getting through the 6th inning. That obviously is not good. We're going into a day off. We're going to warm up Hamilton. I don't even want to. I'm going to warm up Decker too, because quite frankly, why would I burn my good relief pitcher on a 6-run deficit? All right, Beckert facing Fryman. 1 strike count. Here's the pitch to Beckert, and there's a grounder toward third. Picked up, thrown over to first, and that is out number 1. So now that brings up Billy Williams. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch to Billy Williams. And a pop-up to deep left field. Chasing is Dick Allen toward the warning track. He's going to make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 2. Santo now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Ron Santo. And that is low. It is ball 4. So Santo draws the walk. That is number 6 on the day for Fryman. And that'll be the end of the day for Fryman. The new Philly reliever will be lefty Chuck Kiffin. He comes in, thrown 6 2/3 innings, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts, and a 9.45 ERA. Kiffin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, facing, or Kniffin? No, Kiffin. It's got to be Kiffin. Facing Blomberg with Santo on first and 2 outs. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Blomberg. And a liner down the right field line. That's going all the way into the corner. This will be extra bases. Santo rounding second, heading for third. Blomberg's going to cruise in with a double. Santo stops at third. And the Cubs trying to mount another 2-out rally here in the top of the 7th inning. Ernie Banks now the batter, facing Kiffin with 2 outs, 2 men on. Maybe it's Kniffin? I suppose that's possible too. We're just going to keep calling him Kiffin for now. 2 outs, 2 men on. Banks waiting for the 1-strike pitch. And a grounder towards short. Picked up, the diving shortstop makes the play, throws over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. They strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the 7th of a 11-5 ball game. And now, Decker's ready. I'm just going to ride Reynolds for another inning because, quite frankly, why not? Reynolds has already given up the 4 runs in the last inning. Here's a full count pitch from Reynolds facing Callison. And there's strike 3 swinging. So that's the first out of the inning. Callison was pinch hitting for the pitcher spot. Now Taylor is the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count. Archie Reynolds with the pitch. And that is strike 3 looking. Set him down with the curveball. And now Reynolds will face Emery with 2 outs and nobody on. And here is the pitch to Cal Emery. Popped up to left. Billy Williams going back toward the warning track. He's going to make the catch short of the wall for out number 3. So the Phillies retired in order. We're going to the top of the 8th of an 11-5 ball game. And now, Kessinger, Felsky, and Reynolds are due up here in the top of the 8th inning. So the new Philly reliever will be righty Bill Wilson. He has a 2-1 record. He's thrown 10 innings, allowed 7 walks, 10 strikeouts with a 3.60 ERA. Kessinger batting from the left side for the first time today against the righty Wilson. And we are going to warm Decker back. I don't need to warm him up yet, I guess. We can warm him up after there's a couple outs, I suppose. So Kessinger facing Wilson, full count. Kessinger waiting for the pitch. And there's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first, and that is out number 1. And now, that'll bring up the batter Felsky. He is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs today. Felsky facing the righty Wilson here in the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 count. Felsky waiting for the pitch. And a grounder towards short. Hard hit the quick throw over to first, and that is going to be out number 2. And now the pitcher's spot is up. We are, in fact, going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot because why the heck not? We're going to bring in Willie Smith batting from the left side against the righty Wilson here in the top of the 8th inning. Full count, 2 outs. Willie Smith waiting for the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Threw a fastball outside and Smith chased it. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is a 11-5 Philadelphia lead. Decker coming in to pitch for the Cubs now. Going to be asked to navigate the bottom of the 8th inning. If the Cubs were to tie the game, I would definitely bring in a different reliever in the 9th. Decker working. He has an 0-1 record and a 5.40 ERA, struck out 12 in 13 1/3 innings of work. Decker making the 1-0 pitch, and there's a pop-up to right. Blomberg chasing, Garr chasing, and Garr is going to make the catch for out number 1. Heil now facing Decker with 1 out, nobody on. Here is the first pitch from Decker, and that is low for ball 4. The umpire's calling a rain delay, and is this game going to be called? It's raining, and the game is called due to bad weather. So the Phillies are declared victorious in the bottom of the 8th inning of this game. The Cubs got 5 runs on 5 hits. The Phillies, 11 runs on 11 hits with 1 error. The player of today's game is the Phillies' Dick Allen. He managed to go, let's just check here, because he went 2 for 3, scored 3 runs, drew 2 walks, drove in 5. Big day for Dick Allen here. 6 home runs on the season now for him. The Phillies' Woody Fryman goes to 4-1, having thrown 6 2/3 innings of 4-hit, 5-run baseball with 6 walks and 5 strikeouts. And the Cubs' William Olson drops to 0-2. He went 4 innings of 8-hit, 7-run work with 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 3 home runs allowed. So, as a result of this, the Cubs dropped to 10-14, while the Phillies improved to 14-9. Thank you for watching 1969 Baseball.